Well, I hope to show you one of the biggest reasons for never buying a portable generator for your house without an electric start. And then you got to realize if you do have electric start, you've got a battery to maintain and make sure it's up when you need it. But that's something you're going to have to deal with. This generator's been sitting for about 3 months. I try to run it at least 3 or 4 times a year. It's 50 degrees out. It's rained all night. It's stored in a barn, not an airtight barn. A barn that's got pretty good seals on it. It has a tarp custom made to fit over it. The tarp completely covers it, comes down to the ground. It's well maintained. Turn it on. I store it with the gas off. I'll turn the gas on. Gas is on. You have to start it with this choke pulled out. Any Honda or Yamaha, especially a Honda, I know would start on the second pull, third at the most. I've used them on the job. It's unreal how easy they start. The only thing I can promise you about this Generac GP 5500, it will not start on the second or third or fourth or fifth or sixth pull. We'll count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And for your information, the gas is always fresh gas put in it, 89 octane, and use stable 360 performance. I know this stuff works. I've talked to the reps down to the GIE, the Green Industry Expo in Louisville, Kentucky, and I know that works because I use it in a lot of outdoor power equipment. It's not the fault of stable or the gas. It's just the inherent nature of this starter. This generator is so damn hard to start. Once you start it, it'll run. I'm disconnecting the camera from the tripod just to show you. This has got 36.8 hours on it. It's bailed us out on a couple of 16-hour outages. It definitely saved everything in the refrigerator. Freezer would have probably stayed froze for 16 hours. Well, back to what I hate most, and that's just getting the thing to run. All you can do is choke it, turn it on. That's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, slipped or something, 18, 19, 20. Well, I think I'm going to have to give up on it. I researched it on a Generac forum. I was hoping I could convert it, but something about the flywheel, it said it's a no-go on converting it to electric start. So it's probably going to go in the junk pile, and I'm going to definitely buy something with electric start. There's no reason any power equipment engine, there's no reason for it to be that difficult to start. All you can do is turn it on. The gas is on. Choke's got to be on. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, I did is shut it off. I'm going to leave the choke pushed all the way in. It's run for 15 minutes. It's hot. Okay, it was running for about 15 minutes. Definitely good and hot. We just shut it off. The choke's in, fuel's on. I'm going to turn it on and start it. Choke in. It's on. Okay, with it already being off, but a warm motor or a hot motor, and you have to refuel it. You really should shut it off when you refuel, because look where the tank's located. What I'm going to do is turn it on, leave the choke in the run position, and try to start it. Sometimes it starts, sometimes it don't. After 2 or 3 cranks with the choke in, I'll go ahead and pull the choke out, and then that'll usually go ahead and start it if the motor cools off any at all. Choke's in. Now, just for grins, we know it started just then with the choke in on a hot motor. We're going to turn it on and pull the choke out, see how it behaves. Turn it on, choke out, start. Started first pull where the choke's in and normal on a hot motor, the choke pulled out. So if it's pulled out, as soon as it fires, you need to push the choke back in. I really like it. I think the voltage is super steady on it. I don't know what the frequency is. I've still got to get a frequency meter and try to see how it's running. I don't trust it on delicate electronics. Runs the TV fine, it charges the laptop fine and the PC. I don't trust it on our newest microwave, which has Bluetooth and some pretty sensitive electronics in it. My next generator will definitely be an inverter. The worst thing about this generator, as you've seen, 25 pulls. It has 25 hard pulls, and it's 50 degrees out. As cold as it got last night was 42. If it ever got down to 10 to 15 for a couple of nights and we lost power, it's not going to work. So what I'm going to do is I want to run it today, get it good and warm, and I'm going to put it in my workshop where I can put a small propane gas heater right next to it if we lose power, and I can at least go out there and fire up the propane stove, put it next to it, at least get a little bit of heat into it. And then I feel like I'll have a better chance on starting it. Everything always starts better the warmer the ambient temperature. The cold's hard on everything. If you're going to spring for a generator, I would find the money difference, and I would get an electric start. If you definitely have to go pull start, I'd stick with Honda or Yamaha. The Yamahas are getting pretty good reviews, but all in all, still not as high as a Honda. Honda just rules on generators. They just have the market cornered. Probably already looked at the prices. That EU 7000 IS, that's fuel injection on that Honda. That's a $4,000 generator. That's a lot of money for something you may need twice a year, and you may not need to fire it up for 4 years. There's no reason why $1,000 to $1,200 won't buy you a decent, even nowadays, an inverter generator with an electric start. Thanks for watching.